The following stunts were performed by professionals, so neither you nor your dumb buddy should attempt anything from this movie. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review, and this movie review is going to be for a reality-based TV program, or a movie adaptation of a reality-based comedy series, and that's of course none other than 2002's Jackass the movie. And the reason I'm reviewing all the Jackass movies is because we have Jackass Forever coming out next week, so I want to review all 4 of the movies that were released anyways before Forever comes out February 4th. So yeah, as you all know, this movie, Jackass, was of course a series that started 2000 and ended 2002, around the year this movie came out. But before we get into the plot, let's see what the plot is. Well, there's not really much of a plot in this movie, really. Because, much like the plot of the TV show the same name, this movie is just basically about Johnny Knoxville and his crazy friends, this time appearing on the big screen for the very first time in Jackass the movie. They wander around Japan in panda outfits, wreak havoc on a once civilized golf court, they even do stunts involving live alligators, and so on. While Johnny Knoxville and his pals put their life at risk, they are entertaining people at the same time. That's the plot of the show, basically. Same plot as the movie. There's not really a plot of this movie, it's kind of just really an episode. 87 minutes long, though. But anyway, on to the whole summary of Jackass. Now, we all remember Jackass is this reality show about a bunch of guys doing idiotic stunts and almost getting injured or killed doing them. Well, after the success of the Jackass TV series, Knoxville was approached by the producers to make it into a feature film. Initially, he rejected the idea as he did not understand the concept, thinking they will get Hollywood actors to portray the cast. He later agreed when both Treming and Jones explained it will be a naughtier version of the TV series. The series, of course, had ended around February 2002, just several months before this movie released. So, this movie was actually released around October 2002 in theaters and only had a $5 million budget. How well received was it? Well, critics gave it mixed reaction, but fans of the show seemed to like it, and even proved to be pretty profitable at the box office by making over $79 million worldwide on its $5 million budget, and of course launched 3 follow-ups with a new one we all know coming out next week on February 4th. So guys, I do really enjoy the Jackass movies, although this one is not my favorite. You're about to see which one of the movies is my favorite through the next Jackass review, and I think you can tell which movie it is. This was the film that actually introduced me kind of to the series, and I think I like the movies a bit more than the show personally. Jackass movie is kind of one of the sickest, hilarious, and dumbfounding 87 minutes ever seen, and it works perfectly. Starring the show's cast, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Bam Margera, Chris Pontius, Adam Dunn, Jason Wee Mandacuna, and a host of other daredevils, these professionals were basically showcase their skills all over the world. Like, throughout the whole movie, they go from running around in panda suits through the streets of Tokyo to dangling chicken over alligators at a zoo. These brave souls give it their all to make us keel over in laughter at the same time, say, why would you do that? Just like how we would react to the TV show. What this movie kind of lacks is sanity. In a way, like shoving a toy car up one's butt is not the smartest thing to do, let alone walk around in it and get an x-ray just to see what the doctor has to say. And getting a tattoo while on an off-road vehicle isn't that bright of an idea either. What they do shows that no matter how idiotic they may be, we're still watching them, giving them money to see it. Mind you, I think what I didn't really like is that they kind of, unlike in the show, they kind of include quite a few vomiting scenes in the movies, and well, I don't mind a vomit scene. I don't really like whenever they put it in close-up because these movies always seem to have a lot of close-ups of people vomiting, and it kind of gets a little repetitive every now and then. But just to mind you, so and a little heads up, this movie isn't for those with weak stomachs. And it's also, I probably wouldn't watch this if you don't like the TV series. If you don't like the TV series, you're probably not going to like any of the movies. This is kind of strictly for fans of the show. Or fans of MTV as well. As for these guys, these guys just never seem to listen to their parents' warnings, especially Bam the most. And another bad quality is that, yeah, it's kind of just a 90-minute episode of Jackass. But they have gone a bit further in their own stunts, except go a little more extreme. Their stunts. Pretty much, a lot of the sequels, they get more and more extreme with their stunts in the rest of the movies, but there are two movies that got made after this, number 2 in 3D, or Jackass 3, it was just called on home media. Pretty much have kind of the same, really, as this movie, where it's kind of just a certain 100-minute or 90-minute episode, but there was one spin-off movie in 2013 called Bad Grandpa, which focuses on Knoxville's infamous Irvin Zisman character you often see throughout the show, where it's basically kind of the only Jackass movie with a plot, is what Bad Grandpa is. Just with all the Jackass stunts still thrown in it, and filmed in the same way as Jackass is. And though it feels they are just trying to push the envelope further for our amusement, it still sends you into painful fits of laughter. It is some of the stunts they perform are definitely disturbing, I will say, while others are kind of just sheer stupidity. Yet you succumb to it all, having a great time watching all this depravity. So yeah, once again, the bad qualities are, it's kind of just a 90-minute special on the big screen, but overall, it's one of the better TV show to film adaptations and one of the better movies from MTV Films. So, if you enjoy the Jackass series, or Daredevil stunts, and still haven't watched this movie yet, I'd give this a watch. You'd probably love it if you love the show. It's kind of just the same as the show, really. It's not really any different. But don't expect a masterpiece for this, because this movie's not really meant to be one. Anyway, here's how I'm going to rank the first Jackass movie. I'm going to give Jackass the movie an 8 out of 10. There we go. I just covered the first Jackass movie, and next review I cannot wait to cover Jackass number 2. Because that one is my favorite Jackass movie, actually, and you're probably going to see why in that review. But until then, guys, that'll be it for this review. Thank y'all for watching, and if you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.